5:25 p.m. on Monday, April the 12th, 1992. 3. This is looking out the south window at number 21 Greenridge Avenue, 2A.
Let's go check.
Isn't this great? Now yesterday afternoon this went on for 5 hours, Easter. Andrew. We know somebody's name, Andrew. Just hit the car. And the boy said, just a car, don't worry. This went on for 4 solid hours yesterday, Sunday, Easter. Does that boy live here? No.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Andrew, you touch it. Andrew, this is Gilbert. Andrew, don't make it take it. That's always Andrew.
5:33 p.m. Monday, August 12th, 1993.
But if you get open, maybe I'll pass it.
Fade. The time is something like 6 o'clock, 5:55 p.m. This has gone on steadily. How would you like to listen to this all the time?
Camera. Hi! Everybody, stop! Hi!
They've discovered that they're being videotaped. There's at least 4, there may be 5. At 6 o'clock. The video camera for the moment has dispersed them. Six 10 p.m. April 12th, 1993, Monday. This white car, somebody in the white car is talking to the 4 boys. This is right after they discovered, the sequence is that they discovered they were being videotaped. They moved away from the south window to this window. And about 5 minutes later, there was the mad banging on the front door, our front door. And it was Mrs. Alpucci, and you heard that on audio tape. And now they're outside of the east window. And the incessant bouncing of that ball is very hard to take all the time. Fade out. And the time is about 6:35 p.m. and it's still Monday, April the 12th, 1993. Now these kids are still here. They don't see the light of day. But you notice they're not quite as noisy. And where did Mrs. Alpucci go? She went into Building B. This is her car. Fade. This is April the 13th. Boy, that's some kind of fair play. What kind of basketball rules is that? April the 13th, 1993, Tuesday. And
excuse me. Look. No, Kevin, hold on. Kevin, look. Kevin, get away from me. Look, I'm not a wise guy or anything, but I'd like you to turn it off, please. Turn it off! Kevin, you don't want it off.
okay, one is Kevin. Yeah, I forgot to give you the time. It's around it's 5:41 p.m. Again, it's April the 13th, 1993, Tuesday. The noise started at 5:25 p.m. Earlier today from 3:40 to 4:10, there was more ball bouncing, and that was by Walsh and another boy. And it's at 5:42 p.m. This takes so much time. I've got things to do.
You're smart enough.
Okay.
I just want to know.
Come in, please.
You're smart enough.
Okay, that's the same boy asking a dumb question, why is he being videotaped?
Yes, he said that his dad was buying a basketball net next week and they wouldn't be playing here.
fourth one, a Chinese boy who's always here. And he's disappeared.
Don't do it, Asian! You beat him, too. It doesn't matter. So, Noogie, no, we first got to go. That was about you. Right here.
Up against the window,
She's talking.
and then they ran all the way around the house as fast as they could to get out of the way.
What did she say? Where's your videotaping me? Hello?
This child does not belong here.
Yep. She's still in the
Where do you live?
Don't tell her.
Where do you live?
Don't tell her. I don't know the address. I do know where it is. Now it's hitchhiking. He dropped me off here.
Okay, they are up against the wall, right below the window. I think this is some kind of a game. Meanwhile, look at this daffodil. This is April the 16th, 1993, Friday.
I'm on TV, y'all. Look at me. Look at me.
They will regret that. One of them just jumped at the window. That's El Pucci.
That was it.
That's Kevin Larkin.
Everybody get over there.
And here's somebody who doesn't live here. Here's somebody else who doesn't live here.
Come here.
They've seen the camera, and now they're going to go hide. Sure does cut down on the noise. The time is 6:54 p.m. It's on April 18th, 1993, Sunday, and it's a beautiful day, and that's Walsh.
She does. My dad said so. Because my
Hi, Ma!
Jamie!
I'll rep this.
Jamie! 18, 6.
What's game?
Let's see, there's about 6 of them. And this has been going on for an hour. Otherwise, it would be a beautiful day.
Give it to me. Oh,
I see no reason why 4 black kids should ruin the homes of 17 families.
No. Garbage, man. Travel. No. Hey, travel. It would be a stop, but we're allowing stuff. Yo. Oh!
Up and down!
You stuck the... I let go of the ball anyway.
No, up and down!
Isn't this nice? Listen to this all day.
I let go
That
of
was
the
an
ball
up
in
and
the
down!
ball.
Now this one, El Pucci,
Take it over!
was out in the field this afternoon with a rifle.
I let go of the ball in the ball. You touched the ball.
Okay, fine. Fine. 18. I mean 18. 18. You're taking like crazy. Well, never happened still. After it's just me and Fernando first, you three.
Unnecessary stupidness. Give him the ball.
Okay, Faye. The time is just before 7 p.m., April 18th, 1993, Sunday. That's interesting. One boy says, "You don't have a right to tape us without our consent." And the little Larkin kid says, "Yes, she does." Window.
Compliment, right there, compliment.
How would you like to listen to this for an hour? Every day. And more than an hour. Maybe up to 3 hours. Okay, now I'm going to take a picture of it. Andrew is one name. Kevin. Kevin's brother. There's Walsh. There's Alpucci. There's somebody who doesn't live here. It's Walsh. Okay, what is the date? The date is April the 19th, 1993. It's Monday. The time is 5:08 p.m. And everybody's gone but Walsh. And as I say, this noise started at 4 o'clock, a little before 4 o'clock. And I had to stop my work. Fade. Okay, this is still going on, and it's 5:27 p.m.
You can't go past that door. Oh, just set it down.
That's Kevin Larkin, and he's the noisiest one. I've listened to this now for an hour and a half.
Here, Glen, right?
Kevin, Andrew,
He's on the inside. You're not gonna outrun him.
You couldn't dribble. Oh, you have to knock it out of your hand.
Let it go.
Oh my God. You guys NBA.
You're playing it.
Oh, foul. I know. Thank you. Good shot. Good shot. Play it, Brian. Come on, give it a shot. I know. It's so... What are you doing? I win.
this kid doesn't even live here. 39 p.m. The Oriental boy has been here. There he goes. And Walsh and Kevin Larkin. And this morning, John Porzio said he talked to 2 parents and he talked to a 3rd, that there'd be no more playing there, and he'd see if they complied, and if they didn't comply, then he would have to start procedures. So this is 4:22 p.m. That's Walsh, James Walsh. I just called John Porzio and told him that nothing's any different. The noise is back. 4:22 p.m. on April 20th, 1993, Tuesday. Four kids should ruin the residence of 17 families.
Hey, you! Boy! Boy!
This is Kevin Larkin. There he goes. This is the one who didn't say what his name was or where he lived. The landlord told everybody today that this was not going to be an area where they could play. The window last winter playing hockey. Right after Christmas he had a helmet and these skates and a hockey stick and a puck, and he drove it through the window. It was a ball, a hard ball. He drove it through the cellar window. I think so. Because he was shouting, "Mom, that woman's videotaping me. She asked me where I lived and what my name was, and I wouldn't tell her." Okay, let's close this out.
He may have been just doing that for effect, because I couldn't see anybody down that way.
Oh.
And he didn't talk very loud.
Okay, thanks. Time is 5:32 p.m. The date is April the 21st, 1993. We have forsythia, we have daffodils, we have violets, and we have beautiful magnolias. Fade.
That tree over there.
Oh yes, we have this tree over there. Let's shoot this tree. See if we can shoot this tree. That's like an apple tree or a cherry tree.
Do it!
Where do you live? What is your name?
Hi!
Where do you live and what is your name? They've been around for about a half an hour. There goes the police cruiser now. Al Pucci and Roberta went upstairs to Roberta's apartment. That's Mrs. Welch. Okay, time is 6:17 p.m. And it's April 21st, 1993. Wednesday, a beautiful day. The landlord said there would be no playing in this area. Today is April 22nd, 1993, and the time is 3:45 p.m. and it's Thursday. And Kevin Larkin came right back again. And they just left. That's parental defiance. It's landlord defiance. They've been told not to do this. And there he is, Kevin Larkin. His father is a Harrison policeman. Harrison, New York policeman. You talk about Larkin being a Harrison policeman and being a responsible parent. This kid is standing on our parking space. His name is Kevin Larkin. He's got the biggest mouth of all of them, and he's the sassiest of all of them. And this is an intruder. This is an intruder. He doesn't even live here. What is your name?
Michael Jordan.
And what is your, and where do you live?
I live in Chicago, All-Star Lane.
So you talk about Mr. Larkin being a Harrison policeman. This is his kid named Kevin. He's the sassiest of them all, and he's got the biggest mouth of them all.
Man, I resent that. You can't be talking about me.
The time is 4 p.m. on April the 22nd, 1993, Thursday. Fade. Mouth volley and a big sass volley.
Tell me what to do.
It's another one. He's a bad kid. That's Kevin Larkin.
And I said, I think the landlord has outlined that. And I said, I think the landlord has outlined that. That's what it's all about. And he said, well, tell me, what's the problem? I said, the landlord has outlined that pretty well. And he said, your wife has been taking videotapes of my kids. He said, if you're going to make a movie, you should have my permission. And I didn't say anything.
Okay, that was about 7:30 p.m. As soon as we come into our parking space, we're assaulted by Al Pucci's. The date is April the 22nd, 1993, and it's Thursday. Fade. Folks, this is on April the 24th, 1993. And this is somebody who doesn't live here. This is outside of our east window. And they've been here after they've been told not to play in this area. This is defiance. Defiance of John Porzio and defiance of parents. The old Al Pucci boy running out of the range of the camera. Okay, again, it's 3:56 p.m. And it's
Jim Abbott, man, he's no joke, even though he's got no arm.
April 24, 1993, Saturday. 4th, 1993, Saturday. Two Al Puccis. The older Al Pucci who broke the cellar window with his hockey ball. And the time is 4:20 p.m. This has gone on for an hour and a half outside of our east windows. They are playing ball, and the landlord said not to do that and told the parents not to let them do that. The landlord told them not to do. Just what the landlord told them not to do. That's Al Pucci Sr. And the, who doesn't live here, just what the landlord told him not to do. And this is Saturday, the following day. Okay, I'll give you the date, the time. Time is 4:27 p.m. And that's great. And it's Saturday, the 24th, 1993.
He's like that. He's the new goal. My new goal. He's white. You gotta take it. No, you don't. Come on, let's get the ball, John. Travel. Dribble. Here. Drop the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
This is the Al Pucci car and the Al Pucci van. This is how close to the house they park.
Wow.
Very bad. They're awful. Delicious dinner.
The landlord said, don't play there. April 24th, Saturday, 1993.
Chuck, man, come on.
Jimmy Walsh, and the time is 7:17 p.m. And the date is Sunday, April 25th, 1993. Kevin Larkin
Please stop the camera.
and James Walsh. And the time is 7:23 p.m. on a Sunday night. And that would be April 25, 1990. The conclave, and it's James Walsh, and it looks like Roberta Walsh, and of course Al Pucci, and it looks to me like another Al Pucci. Or maybe this is Kevin, or Brian Larkin. Anyway, the time is around 5:15 p.m. on April 28, 1993. Wednesday. Okay, that is Roberta Walsh, and that's Candy Al Pucci. And the son is the younger son. And the other one was Jamie Walsh. And the time is... What time is it, please? And that's the older Al Pucci. What is it? 6:05 p.m. on April 28th, 1993, Wednesday.
Who's got the glasses?
American. country.
That's Jamie Walsh right there. They have some kind of alcoholic beverage over there. But they're okay, this noise that you hear, you can't see it. It's 10 after 8. This is James Walsh, and he started this at 7:43 p.m. tonight, April the 29th, 1993, Thursday. I'm telling you, this is tough to take, hearing that ball bouncing all the time. And the landlord has asked the parents not to let him do that. Date is April 30th, the last day of April 1993. I'm in the cellar at 21 Greenridge. I would like to have you see my rugs that have been taken off of the cellar floor and put in the trash can. The suspect here is Candy Alpucci. I'm going to go over and take these rugs out so that you can see them. That's one. And then I'll take you around to the part of the cellar where I had the rugs. And in doing this, this suspect deprived the rest of the tenants the use of the trash barrel. Some more rugs. Of ours. And that's it. Now these rugs were taken from the area in front of our locker where we had the rugs and put in here. Okay, now let's count the rugs. It's one big one, great big one. And then the little companion rug, and then 3, 4, and 5. And now, I think that's our rug too, the doormat. That's our rug too. Please put it down there, and that goes in front of our door upstairs. So this was taken from our door upstairs. So this is vandalism. This is willful. It's premeditated. It's malicious. It's retaliatory. The fight started with the frat kids being undisciplined and unruled. 3 families allowed to ruin the premises for another 13 families. And when a video record was made of this so that it couldn't be lied about, instead of looking to themselves who started the wrong and who failed to correct the wrong, continued it, they retaliate on the record. Again, this is April 30th, 1993, the last day of April, and the time is 5:41 a.m. Now I'm going to unplug the camcorder and the light and take you over and show you where the rugs were. I'm going to start here. You start here in this area. You're going to go this way. I'll take you as far as the electric cord will go. You're going down there. That bicycle you see down there belongs to the Walsh daughter. The suspects, as I say, are number 1, Candy Alpucci, number 2, one of her 2 boys, the Walshes, either Mrs. Walsh or her son James, or one of the 2 Larkin children, Brian or Kevin. Okay, we got a little more lead here. I don't know if there's an outlet down here or not. We're going toward the north here on Greenridge. Okay, I have to stop and get some more lead. These are all bins here that belong to the various apartments. I'm almost to the corner, but I think you need... Alright. Okay, now I'm going to replace the rugs. Show you where they were. I still want to go around that corner. I'm going to go look for an outlet. Now we can go around the corner. As I say, this bicycle belongs to Walsh. Okay, now there's our locker. And we're going to bring down the rugs and show you where they were. This culprit had to take the rugs all the way from here and all the way down there by the washing machines to do their vandalism. April the 30th, 1993, Friday, last day of April. Time is 5:50 a.m. Then I'll take you upstairs and I'll show you where our doorstep rug was taken and put down in the trash can. I repeat the names of the suspects. Candy Alpucci's number 1. All right. One of her 2 sons. Brian. No, it's one of her 2 sons. One of the Walsh family of 3. Roberta Walsh, or her son Jamie, and the Larkins, Kevin and Brian. Only Walsh lives in this building. Alpucci lives in the building next door, and Larkin lives in building C. It's our locker, our light, and that's where our rugs were. That's the cloth rugs. Now they did not touch the linoleum over there, the maroon and white checked linoleum. Now we'll go upstairs and I'll show you where the doormat goes. Follow this way to the landing. Front door, get around the corner, up these steps, and here's the entrance to our apartment, and that is where our doormat was. It's really an insane thing to do. You gotta be temporarily off your rocker. the entrance to our apartment. I repeat, today is April 30th, 1993. Time is 5:55 a.m. And that's the end of the show. Time 7 a.m. April 30th, 1993, Friday. Yesterday morning when Al Pucci went by here, right at this window, there was nothing to blow the horn at, but she made 2 blasts. And it was loud because it reverberated between the brick wall and the cars out there. It was as if it was in the Holland Tunnel. Today she did not do that. Friday. And let's see, the time is 4:04 p.m. And this is long after the landlord has implored that he not play in this area. And that's James Walsh. Everybody else is gone. The Larkins don't do this anymore. The Alpuccis don't do this anymore. Just James Walsh. And he's been at this now for 15 minutes. And today is 7:35 p.m. May 6, 1993, Thursday. Okay, this is May the 7th, 1993, Friday. The time is 3:11 p.m. They've been out there since 3:05 p.m. and it's too bad. This is the Alpucci son.
Sundays I sit home and sleep all day. I gotta go to Hero for You know what? Spikes, they charge $2 for your Ultra card. My friend says go to Heroes World, get them for $1. Clear. That's a pretty decent card, bro. My brother thinks Tops is
All afternoon from 3:15 until 6 o'clock right now. It's been one noise after another. Roller skates and football and basketball and a lot of people. They just ruined the place. The date is May the 7th, 1993, Friday. And as you know, the time is 6 p.m. Okay, you just should have heard what Waltz let out with at 6:15 p.m. Friday. Came up blowing his horn.
Hey, get my good side, will you?
And he was vile.
Oh, bubble butt bastard.
Okay, good.
She calls our kids a brat. Goddamn lunatic.
Okay, this is Walsh, Daniel Walsh.
You're gonna intimidate us.
And it's May the 7th, 1993, Friday. This is Daniel
You'll land
Walsh.
on your ass like you did in all your other places.
Daniel Walsh.
Lindora doesn't like confrontation.
Daniel Walsh.
She's writing the police about our kids playing.
Okay, that's Daniel Walsh's car.
You're
May
a
7th.
sicko. You're a sick woman.
Sick woman.
Let's
women.
That's Roberta Walsh, May the 7th, 1993, Friday. Time is about 6:10 p.m.
She's gonna rule the day.
I'll get you updated, you old bitch.
That's Roberta Walsh.
Get away from the window and stop bothering people.
Roberta Walsh, May the 7th, 1993, and that's James Walsh.
Okay, you can play there. You can do what you want.
I know. Free country.
Yeah.
Maybe a shirt, dude.
Well, like, I have to take the label. I just got Yeah, I just got home. I was in my good. I have to drop I just want to
Daniel Walsh departed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I said it. I'm not even here.
James Walsh, Roberta Walsh. She's the one who's smoking. Al Pucci and Al Pucci. And the time is 6:06 p.m. I picked up 40 cigarette butts today. They were all Salem. Okay, I'm going to close out. There's Daniel Walsh.